Welcome to Zionsville High School, home of the Eagles. And tonight it's the McCutcheon Mavericks and the Zionsville Eagles. Hi everybody, Howard Kellman with Todd Mello. It's a fresh start. It's a new season. The tournament begins.
Yeah, McCutcheon comes in 1-7, Howard. Zionsville's 4-5. Don't be deceived by Zionsville's record. A lot of those games, most of those games actually all the games they lost were to 6A opponents. It's a tough conference they're in. McCutcheon used to be in this conference. This game was supposed to be played last year. It was a forfeit because of COVID or some other situation happened, and so they didn't get a chance to play last year. So we're looking forward to tonight, them actually having a rematch from their very first round last year was supposed to be played.
We'll have more pregame info. This is the high school football game of the week on TV 40. Our Scene Center tonight is brought to you by The Villages. Never underestimate the impact that one person can have in the life of a foster child. Learn more at villageskids.org. And Todd Mello, let's get to the key players. We'll start with the visitors from McCutcheon.
Yeah, 1-7 on the year. Owen Smith, the quarterback. I was talking to the coach. He's like, he didn't have a backup, so 6'1", 170-pound sophomore. 47% completion percentage on the year, 667 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He's not going to run it a whole lot. Minus 45 yards rushing, only 1 touchdown. So we're looking forward to seeing this young sophomore player. And then Jaden Lawrence, the wide receiver, number 13. He's 18 receptions, 301 yards, 4 touchdowns, Howard. And so they are going to throw the ball. They're very balanced on offense, throw the ball more than they rush the ball, only 103 yards average rushing the ball. So we're going to see a lot of Lawrence. And tonight they need to move the ball. Zionsville's offense is explosive. They need to eliminate those big plays. And Howard, they must score some points because offensively they only average 15 points per game. That's not going to do it against Zionsville unless the weather does not cooperate, which so far it has.
Okay, and we had the opportunity to talk to the Mavericks head coach, Ken Froheiger.
Coach, tell me a little bit about your season.
It's been an up-down season. We've had a lot of injuries this year, playing a lot of young kids. So a couple years from now looks pretty good.
What do you expect from Zionsville tonight?
Big physical, strong team. We were in this league for my first couple years of being a head coach, and we know what it's all about. So they're a good football team. What
are you most concerned about tonight going into the playoffs?
Just the physicality of Zionsville. Got a kid going to Notre Dame, got offensive guards going to Division I. I mean, we don't have that right now. So just the physicality of Zionsville.
What do you expect tonight from your team? Good week of practice?
Yeah, good week of practice. I want them to play hard. I mean, bottom line, our young kids play hard, and we're happy with that right now.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
And that is Ken Froheiger, the head coach of the McCutcheon Mavericks. And now Todd Mello will move over to the Zionsville Eagles and their key players.
Yeah, it starts on the offensive line. Santiago Aguilar, 6'2", 274-pound senior right guard. That Zionsville offensive line is big up front, Howard. They move a lot of bodies on the defensive front. So Aguilar has been doing it all season long. Looking forward to watching him along that offensive line. And then Owen Redinger, we've called his name a lot. We've actually done 3 Zionsville games, and we've called Redinger's name quite a bit. And those tackles, 6'1", 211 pounds, 12 tackles, 2 of those for a loss, 1 sack, and then 1 recovery of a fumble. And so Redinger on that defensive line, they've been very disruptive all season long, and look for more of that same tonight. And then they must finish drives, Howard. They are averaging quite a bit of points on board, actually, 27 points on average offensively. They need to finish those drives tonight, stay on schedule, stay in your lanes, make sure you're executing the way they're supposed to, and avoid the turnovers, which they've done most of the season. They've only lost 2 fumbles in the entire season.
And let's hear from the head coach of the Eagles, Scott Turnquist. Scott, we begin a new season tonight. Give us your thoughts.
We're really excited to kick this thing off. It's always an exciting time. Kids are ready. They're excited for the playoff atmosphere, which we expect, and they've had a great week, and we're excited to get it going.
Your record is 4-5, but I think that's misleading because all of your losses have been against 6A teams.
Yeah, I mean, we have a great conference and a tough schedule. There's no doubt. Certainly we would have liked to have gotten a few more in the win column, but that's behind us now. All of it's a learning experience for us that leads to this point, and we're hoping that it comes through for us.
The key or keys for you guys to have a great night tonight?
Yeah, control the ball and stay on schedule on offense, making sure we're ahead of the sticks, and making sure that we don't give up big plays on defense and playing really sound special teams. That's something we've been working on all year.
Thank you and best of luck.
Absolutely appreciate you. Thank you.
That's Scott Turnquist, the head coach of the Eagles. As you see the rain, McCutcheon in Zionsville, and our scene setter has been brought to you by The Villages. Never underestimate the impact that one person can have in the life of a foster child. Learn more at villageskids.org. We'll be back with the start of tonight's game. This is the high school football game of the week on TV 40. Tonight's first quarter brought to you by Hoosier Village in Zionsville, the premier retirement community in central Indiana. We'll also tell you tonight's instant replay sponsor is Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Well, McCutcheon wins the toss and defers, and A.J. Stone is going to kick off. And there's Colin Price, number 33 deep, and you'll hear a lot about him tonight.
Oh, yeah, he runs the ball quite a bit, does a lot for the Eagles, that's for sure, Howard.
And here is A.J. Stone's kick. It is coming down and fumbled at the 15 and taken back and being run back by Zionsville's Gage Bankert. And he's tackled on the play by Quentin Sinowski. And so a 1st and 10 for Zionsville. And Todd, I must admit, I was surprised that McCutcheon deferred after winning the toss.
Yeah, a lot of coaches do that. I'm an offensive guy, so it's not my choice, that's for sure, especially when you're in the situation you're in now with McCutcheon. You want to try to keep that Zionsville offense off the field, and we'll see them the very first possession here. So let's see what happens, see if it was a good call by Coach Farhager or not.
Luke Murphy is the quarterback. Keep your eyes on number 33, running back Colin Price. Long count, hold everything, penalty markers down. We'll tell you that Zionsville Eye Care proudly serves Boone County with a tradition of quality service. Zionsville Eye Care has been a regional leader in adult and pediatric vision for 40 years. Built on a foundation of patient convenience and satisfaction, Zionsville Eye Care experts focused on you. So the penalty.
There's offsides on McCutcheon, so 1st and 5 now for Zionsville.
And there he is, that's Price. He has a first down close to the 30-yard line. And he's tackled on the play by Ty Woodward. First down for the Eagles.
That's going to be a play. They're going to go to the well quite a bit on that one, that's for sure. They like to get to that edge. Price is very quick and likes to get to that edge, and he's got good blocking over there on those tackles.
1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And that's Price again. And he gets a couple, tackled on the play. Well, they've got number 75 is making the tackle, except we don't have a 75 on our roster. We'll try to find out who it was. Here it is 2nd down and 8. And that pass is complete to Gunnar Hartwig. It's good enough for a first down. He's tackled by Jaden Shackelford.
Yeah, Hartwig, 24 receptions coming into tonight. Howard, he's had a really good season, 254 yards and a touchdown. Take a look at the replay. Good protection that Murphy has, sets up, just sits right down in between the two defenders, and Hartwig makes a nice catch for a first down.
So the second first down of the drive. And that's Price. He is across, he's hit right at the midfield stripe. And Derek Pete, along with Jaden Shackelford, made the tackles. 2nd down.
That's what Zionsville wants to do. They want to be in that short 2nd and 3rd down situations. And so far on this drive, they've been in 1st and 5, 2nd and 5 several times.
2nd and 6, right at the midfield stripe. Fake handoff, Murphy to throw, and it's incomplete. Had his man out there, Julian Malif.
Yeah, Malif was open. Murphy just didn't set his feet. He threw it actually a little too early, and he ended up underthrowing Malif, and Malif made a heck of an effort to try to catch the football, but Murphy's got to take his time. He had plenty of time to throw that ball. He's got to step into that ball, get a little bit more air under it, and throw it a little later.
Keontae Moten provided the coverage. So here's a big play, 3rd and 6 from the 50. Luke Murphy, the quarterback, a sophomore, 5'10". Price did not get the first down, but this could very well be 4-down territory. And the tackle on the play made by Derek Pete. And I see number 57 for McCutcheon also in there, and we don't have a 57 on our roster either. On 4th down, 4th and 4, and they didn't get it. There's a loose football, and it's recovered by McCutcheon.
Wow, what a big play for the Mavericks.
And recovered there by Quentin Sinowski.
Yeah, take a look at Price trying to pick up the first down on 4th and about 4. Actually, Murphy scrambling, and then watch him right here. Just the ball just comes out. Popped out right there by Connor Gertson. Gertson creates the fumble. And then McCutcheon does a really good job. Quentin Sinowski recovers the football and takes it down for about a 20, 25-yard gain for the Mavericks. They're in really good shape here.
Well, they stopped him on 4th down and caused a fumble as well.
That's only the 3rd lost fumble the entire season, Howard. 10th game of the year. That's a lot. That's not a lot at all.
Completed pass to Jaden Lawrence, who incomplete, intended for Jaden Lawrence. Coverage on the play by Will Keller. Milliner and Associates, job hunting or looking to hire? Don't miss an opportunity to find the job candidate that you've been looking for, connecting the right candidates with the right opportunities. Milliner and Associates, check them out at millerandassoc.com. 9.5 to go, the man in motion. Well, that was Logan Marcel, the ball carrier. There he is, number 26. A loss of 1.
Yeah, the Mavericks are going to have a hard time running the football. Only 103 yards average per game. They actually average 136 yards passing. And this Zionsville defense is, they give up 29 points per game, but they've played a lot of larger schools so far this season.
Here's a 3rd down and a completed pass, but shy of the first down. Completed pass to Cameron Little, his 13th reception of the season, and the tackle made by Cameron Mullins.
Well, watch Owen Smith. Good protection. Throws it over there to Cameron Little, and Little just does the best he can to get some extra yards, but it's a good open field tackle by Cameron Mullins.
So here is a 4th and 6.
Looks like they're going to kick a field goal.
And I don't think they've gotten one this season. Jury Grubb in to attempt the field goal, and that's a long one of 44 yards. High snap, and that kick is going to be way short. Almost blocked. It is a 1st and 10 now for the Eagles. And tonight's first quarter, we're going to take a break. First quarter brought to you by Hoosier Village, supporting all levels of care. Zionsville nothing, McCutcheon nothing on the high school football game of the week on TV 40. Welcome back, Hoosier Village sponsoring our first quarter. The Eagles take over on downs. And that pass is complete. He's got his man, and he's going to go all the way. Trey Firestone on a pass from Luke Murphy, 80 yards, touchdown Zionsville.
Well, that's how you answer a fumble if you're the quarterback. You step in and you throw the ball the way you know how to throw it. He stepped into that throw. Firestone was wide open. Murphy led him perfectly. Look at the good protection that Murphy has. Firestone just outruns the coverage after he catches the ball, and he's not going to be caught. It's a good effort by Quentin Smith, but Firestone's too good for that. His 5th touchdown of the season, and that's a big one here to start the playoffs.
A.J. Vinatieri will be in for the extra point. He's 29 of 32 this season. Adam Vinatieri's son, and the kick is good. The kick is good, and Zionsville leads 7-0. Old Man Winter will soon be here. Have you scheduled your annual heating maintenance appointment? Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has a winter tune-up special for $69. Visit summersphc.com. Learn more about summer specials and be guaranteed your family will stay warm this winter. Worry, conflict, and fatigue don't have to rule your life. WHMB TV 40 is partnering with Crosswinds Counseling to bring you a new show. It's called Restoring Hope with Crosswinds Counseling. Watch Restoring Hope and get the support you deserve. Thursdays at 9:30, right here on WHMB TV 40. Okay. Well, big play with Zionsville as McCutcheon held them on their first set of downs. And Zionsville will be kicking off.
Well, McCutcheon's a big possession here for the Mavericks.
A.J. Vinatieri kicking off.
Got to make sure they try to get a good return here and get something going offensively. You don't want to be, you already obviously had the ball already, and a perfect opportunity to score and did not do it. So you need to take advantage of this.
And he booms that one into the end zone for a touchback.
That's their first touchback of the entire season, Howard.
Right. That's right. 1st and 10. Are you in the know? Stacy Snively at Zeville Homes is. Stacy is dedicated to serving her home community of Zionsville, where she lives, works, and plays. Stacy Snively has a pulse on the neighborhood's current listings and even insider information. Whether buying or selling a home in Zionsville, call the realtor who is in the know. Visit Stacy Snively at ZevilleHomes.com. And she says, go Eagles. And here is McCutcheon. Down 7-0.
Got a stack over here in the bottom of your screen.
Looking to throw a completed pass to Cameron Little. A nice pickup of 8 yards. And he's tackled on the play by Aiden Crime.
And when teams struggle to run the football, they run a lot of those bubble screens. It's almost like a running play. It really is a running play. Get the ball out of your hands pretty quick on the edge, on the outside. Try to pick up as many yards as you can. They were able to get 8 on that play.
2nd down and 2 is Owen Smith is the quarterback. He is a sophomore, 6'1", 170 pounds. So both teams starting sophomore quarterbacks. And the ball carrier there is Gersten. And it's good enough for a 1st down. He's tackled on the play by Luke Wall.
Yeah, good job by Gersten to get outside and pick up a few yards over there and ended up picking up the 1st down for the Mavericks. It's a good play for them.
1st and 10 from the 32-yard line for the Mavericks. On the Indiana Members Credit Union scoreboard, it's Zionsville 7, McCutcheon 0. Let's see what Owen Smith does. He is 6'1", 170 pounds, and he would have been out of bounds. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Cameron Little.
That's a 50-50 ball that Owen Smith threw up there and just went out of bounds a little bit. You know, Cameron Little had a good effort to try to get it, but good defense by the Eagles.
So it'll be a 2nd and 10 from the 32. Let's see what Smith does. Zionsville leading 7-0. Zionsville comes in 4 and 5. McCutcheon 1 and 7. That is Gersten again. And he's tackled on the play by Luke Wall as well as Owen Redinger. And there is Gersten, Connor Gersten.
Yeah, good opportunity for the Mavericks to not have 3rd and 10. You're still looking at 3rd and 7, still 3rd and long. But being able to pick up a couple yards there is critical to them trying to pick up this 1st down on 3rd down.
So here we go on third down.
You got a bunch wide receivers on the bottom of your screen. Watch for the pick plays.
He may run with it now. And waiting to the last possible second and throwing it incomplete and out of bounds. Nobody near except for Zionsville players. Pressure applied on the play by Owen Russell.
That's a hard throw to make when you're a quarterback rolling to your left, because at some point you've got to square your shoulders up to be able to throw that ball, and just ran out a real estate, Smith did, over there on that left sideline. So another stop for Zionsville.
Keaton Crum in punt formation.
Colin Price is very dangerous on these returns.
He sure is. Crum at his own 22-yard line, averaging 37 yards a punt. High snap. Oh, he just does get it away.
There's a flag down.
Penalty marker down. Did they hit the kicker?
They did. And I don't know if they're going to call personal foul, if they're going to call running into the kicker. I'm not sure here. He got knocked down pretty good. I think it's going to be a personal foul, which is going to be a first down for Mavericks.
You see the official indicating kicker.
Yeah, personal foul.
We'll look at it again, Todd.
Yeah, watch Zionsville. They're bringing the heat. I mean, it's a high snap, but they've got, look how many, there's 3 jerseys there, and there were 2 of them behind them. There were literally 5 jerseys there, green jerseys, and Zionsville almost got to him. But once you don't touch the football, you got to get away from the kicker. You got to fall away. You got to do whatever you can. But unfortunately for the Eagles, they fell right into him. And it's going to be a first down for the Mavericks. Zionsville's second mistake here in the first quarter. The fumble earlier by Murphy that got returned by the Mavericks deep into Zionsville territory, and then running into the kicker right there, basically giving the Mavericks better field position and 2 opportunities to score. Now McCutcheon needs to take advantage of this, Howard.
And they're at the Zionsville 49-yard line.
You don't get a whole lot of opportunities to be in your opponent's territory.
Smith barks him out, faking, looking, and now running to about the 47-yard line, where he's tackled on the play by Finn Esley. It'll be second down. Indiana Members Credit Union, a proud sponsor of high school sports on WHMB TV 40. Ron Collier, retiring at the end of the year, CEO, Indiana Members Credit Union for decades. And here is a second down and 8. Man in motion is Marcel. That's Gersten. And a loss on the play, and a host of Eagles.
Yeah, they're going to call holding on the Mavericks.
Okay, let's see if they take the penalty. There was a loss on the play. Owen Russell, as well as Luke Wall, combined to make the stop. Let's see if they accept that penalty. And they are going to take the penalty. Hoosier Village in Zionsville, the premier retirement community in central Indiana, supporting all levels of care. Hoosier Village, a nonprofit, offers beautiful new independent and assisted living apartments to tour. Learn more about everything Hoosier Village has to offer. Visit HoosierVillage.com. Well, they decided to decline the penalty. They declined, which I thought they might do because there was a loss on the play. So that brings up third down now.
Yeah, 3rd and 10, and the Mavericks have struggled all season on third downs. So Zionsville knows that, and they're going to give them a shot here to try to pick it up.
Smith throwing, lofting it incomplete. It was intended for Brody Fine. And coverage on the play by Christian Barth.
And Christian Barth did a good job of pulling up, because he could have literally laid out Brody Fine because the ball was high. It sailed on Owen Smith. Now they're going to punt again.
And Keaton Crum in punt formation at his own 37-yard line. It's 4th and 8. That's a good slow snap, though.
Good punt.
And he got his leg into that one at the 15-yard line. And they're going to get Price. He didn't break that one. And the tackle on the play by Jaden Shackelford and Connor Gertson.
That was a good open field tackle by Shackelford.
So, tonight's first quarter brought to you by Hoosier Village, supporting all levels of care. Zionsville 7, McCutcheon nothing on the high school football game of the week on TV 40. And we welcome you back. First quarter brought to you by Hoosier Village. Zionsville on first down. That's a completed pass to Colin Price, and he's very close to a first down. Tackled on the play by McCutcheon's Quentin Smith.
Yeah, take a look at the replay right here. Murphy's just going to toss it over to Smith, just a swing pass. Good catch at the highest point. Good blocking down there by Firestone. And Price comes really close to a first down. Second and short. Zionsville's been in that situation so far the entire game.
And a special hello to J.R. Gaylor, the legendary Executive Director, Associated Builders and Contractors, Merritt Shop Construction, one of our fine tournament sponsors, Associated Builders and Contractors.
Price lost his shoe and ended up having to come on the sideline to put it back on.
And the quarterback, look at him go. He's still on his feet. That's Abney. That's the backup quarterback, Todd Mello, Christian Abney.
Yeah, he actually started before Zionsville the first couple of games because he's the junior quarterback. But take a look at him, break some tackles, made a good decision to keep it himself. And look how crowded it is there, but he's got good vision and just, basically gets tripped up here at the very last minute. It's a good effort by Aaron Salazar to tackle him, but they're bringing it back.
They're bringing it back. Salazar, as you said, made a nice tackle, and they're bringing it back a long, long way. And a special hello to the great people at 9 Star Connect in Hancock County. Dave Spencer, Scott Hyatt and company. 9 Star Connect. So here we go. It's 1st and 10. Oh, look at Price shoot through there. Oh, no, it's not Price. It's Bankert. He fumbled the football. Bankert, the ball carrier, but it's recovered by Julian Malif.
Yeah, good coverage by Julian Malif. And, yeah, Bankert was in wide open field, and all of a sudden he just lost the ball. Again, that's the second fumble in Zionsville. They did get that one back. They lost the first one when Murphy fumbled. But that's a good break for the Eagles. Second down and short for them.
On second down, the backup quarterback in there. That was Price shooting right through there, carrying like 5 of them. I thought initially 7. He carried 5 McCutcheon defenders with him. An extra 5 yards, Todd.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something you can tell your grandkids. And when you get to you're about 85, you say there were about 22 of them on you, right? so he's already prepping for that. He's already got this, pinned and ready to record it so he can replay it for his grandkids. But no, Price is a solid runner, and it's hard to bring him down. There are a lot of white jerseys around him.
Fake handoff to Price. Abney throwing deep, man wide open, he's got it, touchdown, Trey Firestone, his 43rd reception of the season, touchdown Zionsville.
Firestone picks up his 2nd touchdown of the night, 6th on the season, and Howard, he was wide open. There were literally 4 green jerseys wide open on this play. Abney had his pick to determine who he was going to throw it to. Look at that protection up front. Ball's wobbling a little bit. That's the only thing bad I can say about that play. It was a heck of a effort by the offensive lineman. Good throw by Abney. And that's Abney's 3rd touchdown of the season.
Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, our replay sponsor. A.J. Vinatieri, and the extra point is good. And on the Indiana Members Credit Union scoreboard, Zionsville leads 14-0. And we'll tell you that Urban Air Park in Noblesville is the ultimate indoor playground for your whole family. Reach new heights on their trampolines, but Urban Air is more than a trampoline park. Experience the Skyrider, climbing wall, and other attractions. Reserve your spot at urbanairnoblesville.com. Let them fly. Never underestimate the impact that one person can have in the life of a foster child. Learn more about becoming a foster parent and how you can be a power of one at villageskids.org. That's villageskids.org. So, we will have the kickoff, and it's 14-0 Zionsville. Not so surprised at the score, but the way they've done it possibly with those two huge plays.
Yeah, they've been very explosive tonight, that's for sure. 170 yards passing coming into tonight, and they're really close to that average already here in the first quarter. At least halfway through it. I mean, halfway towards that goal. So, yeah, they've just been, throwing the ball all over the place and also running the ball. And, McCutcheon's got to step up defensively for sure. But now offensively, they've had two good opportunities to score some points, and they have not capitalized on it.
There is A.J. Vinatieri's kick. It's fumbled at the 6-yard line by Keontae Moten and run back to the 10. And that was Jack Moreland who picked it up. And the tackle on the play by Cameron Mullins as well as Luke Wall. So 14-0 Zionsville. And here is McCutcheon. First down, they got to get something going. They're at their own 10-yard line. Owen Smith is the quarterback. There he is, number 11 in the shotgun.
They've got a spread formation here with three wide receivers to the right. Might be trying to run some scissors, crossing routes, something to confuse the Zionsville defense.
And that pass is incomplete. He didn't hold on. It was intended for Cameron Little. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Got to make those plays, especially here in the playoffs when you're playing a tough team like Zionsville. That ball comes to you, bring that ball in, catches your hands, bring it into you immediately. And so that's a little, usually pretty sure-handed, but that time he just dropped it.
This is the first of 5 straight tournament games we will bring you on WHMB TV 40, our 32nd straight great year of the high school football game of the week. Owen Smith barks him out. Got a man in motion in Gersten. The handoff right up the middle. And the ball carrier was Logan Marcel. And he's brought down on the play by Zionsville's Owen Redinger, and he got a couple, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yep, 3rd down and long again. About 7, I guess. So not bad, but still got to pick this up, especially when you're deep in your own territory here at the 13.
3rd down and 7. Clock running, 1:35 left in the first quarter.
Zionsville's bringing the blitz.
Smith, and he's got a completed pass, but they go nowhere. Brody Fine makes the reception, but he's hit immediately by Christian Barth as well as Luke Wall. So that'll bring up 4th down, and they have to punt. And we'll tell you, we want to thank the great people at Papa John's Pizza in Zionsville for feeding our crew tonight. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Okay, so it's 4th down.
Yeah, he's punting from his own end zone. So look for Zionsville. They are. They're going to bring everybody here. A couple of them back off.
Crum kicking again.
Good punt.
He got his leg into that. Fair catch by Colin Price. Under a minute left in the first quarter. So Zionsville ahead 14-0, gets the football back.
A 43-yard net punt. That's a heck of a punt.
Yes, no return. As you key, the key is no return. The net figures the key.
Abney's coming back out for the Eagles. 39 of 68 on the year, 57% completion percentage, 382 yards, and then he picked up the other touchdown tonight with only 1 interception. So, and 3 touchdown rushing the football. So Abney's had plenty of experience this season. Here's Price now.
Price from the 43, and he'll go, I believe he went out of bounds. It's a nice pickup And he's tackled by McCutcheon's Quentin Smith.
Yeah, good run by Price. He's going to be critical for the Eagles if they want to return to Lucas Oil Stadium in 5A. There's a long way to go, that's for sure. It's only the first round of the playoffs, but they're going to ride Colin Price as much as they possibly can. He's their workhorse. He's their best player.
Fake handoff, completed pass over the middle. And that's good enough for a first down, and the reception made by Gunnar Hartwig, his 26th reception of the season.
That's just a little dump pass by Abney. Sees him, fakes it's a RPO. Hartwig just runs across the middle. Good pickup, good first down for the Eagles. They've been executing very well offensively. They had the one fumble by Murphy, and then they had the fumble as well that was recovered by Molif. But other than that, Zionsville's execution offensively has almost been flawless. And here's another one.
Into the end zone. Two men are there. He's got it anyway. Touchdown. Touchdown, Trey Firestone. He was double covered. What a terrific pass from Abney to somehow get it to him.
His 7th of the season, Howard, his hat trick tonight. Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Look at this protection that Abney has. I think you could have thrown this, Howard. Look at that touchdown. Firestone goes up at the highest point between two McCutcheon defenders, and Firestone picks up his 3rd touchdown reception of the night.
What a play with 2 defenders right on him. Firestone with 42 catches this season and a TD coming in. All right, here's Vinatieri for the extra point. And A.J. Vinatieri has it. He's 3 of 3 in this game and 32 of 35 this season in point after touchdowns. And here we are late in the first quarter, 3 seconds to go, and Zionsville is ahead 21-0. You know, when I think of McCutcheon, by the way, going back a while, Todd,
yep.
Clayton Richard,
yeah,
who also pitched for the Indianapolis Indians, the Cubs, the White Sox, the Padres, etc. He was Mr. Football at McCutcheon High School in 2002, and the following spring he was Indiana's Mr. Baseball.
Yeah.
So Mr. Football and Mr. Baseball went to Michigan to try to become a terrific quarterback, but he ended up becoming a fine pitcher in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, McCutcheon's had quite a few good athletes that have come through this system, that's for sure.
And Clayton Richard these days, the new baseball coach at Lafayette Jeff. And the good people at Williams Comfort Air. Hello to Matt Tyner and company. Williams Comfort Air does all of our heating and cooling needs, as well as Mr. Plummer. And they do the same for Keith Passon at General Manager, WHMB TV 40. So here is Vinatieri's kick.
Nice kick.
He got his leg into that one, and that's his 2nd touchback of the game.
And coming in tonight, 0 touchbacks, which kind of surprised me when doing our background and research and homework on and preparation for tonight. He's got a big leg, Vinatieri does. He's actually, a lot of the schools are looking at him for punting. He's got some opportunities, looking at potentially doing some preferred walk-ons with some Division I programs from punting, not necessarily kicking. So
he's averaging 41 yards a punt, Todd.
Yeah, he's got several inside the 20. I believe it's
6 of them.
Yeah, 6 of them inside the 20. So he's had a heck of a year punting, and then had these 2 touchbacks tonight. So
this will be the final play of the first quarter, and Smith's pass is incomplete. And that's the end of a great first quarter for Zionsville. After 1, Zionsville 21, McCutcheon nothing. And tonight's first quarter has been brought to you by Hoosier Village. Learn more about everything Hoosier Village has to offer. Visit HoosierVillage.com. This is the high school football game of the week on TV 40. Tonight's second quarter brought to you by Zionsville Eye Care, built on a foundation of patient convenience and satisfaction. Zionsville Eye Care, focused on you. So here we go. Period number 2. And they pitch out, and that's not good. And the ball carrier was Gersten. And the first guy who got there was number 44, Otto Kyler.
Yeah, Otto Kyler leads the team in tackles with 88 tackles. Take a look at the Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling replay. Good pursuit by the Eagles' Aiden Crine, and then right there, Kyler finishes them off as well as Crine was there. Good job by Zionsville. They've had really good pursuit tonight. They've been executing offensively and defensively. Really, the only success McCutcheon's had offensively was really on defense on the fumble return, and then the punt, the personal foul on the punt.
And that's a completed pass to Jaden Lawrence.
And just as I say that, they have a good offensive play right there, a big one for the Mavericks. That's a good play.
Pushed out of bounds at the far sideline by Ethan Krause. And we want to thank Papa John's Pizza in Zionsville at 1219 West Oak Street for feeding our crew tonight. Papa John's is hiring at all locations. Go to papajohns.com/career and apply today. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. And that's close to a lateral. Cameron Little catches it, and he swarmed under. Nice pickup on the play. The tackle by Luke Pinola as well as Ethan Krause.
Yeah, when Cameron Little caught this ball, there were literally 3 green jerseys all around him. And nice pickup on first down, that's for sure. But Zionsville, again, doing a really good job protecting that edge and doing a good job of pursuing to the football as soon as they read and recognize what the play is.
Second down and 4 after a gain of 6. Marcel goes in motion. The pitch to Gersten. Oh, what a great tackle made there by Owen Rossell.
Rossell from his linebacker position, 76 tackles on the season. You've called his name quite a bit tonight. Take a look at the pursuit by Rossell. It's just a pitch right there to Gersten, and then Rossell comes from the backside to track him down for a loss. That's Rossell's 4th tackle for a loss on the season.
And the football back at the 34-yard line. Smith in trouble. Firing, and it's incomplete. It was intended for Brody Fine, but broken up. We have 3 dogs. Yogi, Sonny, and Lucy, and our dogs get all their food from Platinum Paws. Platinum Paws with a great selection of healthy, holistic pet foods. When it comes to nutrition for pets, Proprietor BC is the best. That's Platinum Paws, 98th and Michigan Road in Carmel, and check them out on Facebook, BC and Platinum Paws. Go there every week. So 9:47 left in the second quarter. And there's a high snap, and Crum barely gets it away, and Zionsville's going to have fine field position. Old Man Winter will soon be here. Have you scheduled your annual heating maintenance appointment? Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has a winter tune-up special for $69. Visit summersphc.com and learn more about Summers specials and be guaranteed your family will stay warm this summer. Indiana Members Credit Union, a proud supporter of high school sports on WHMB TV 40, Indiana Members Credit Union. Well, Todd Mello, Zionsville already ahead 21-0, and good field position to start this drive, although on that play, Colin Price goes absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, McCutcheon brought the blitz, and they guessed right on that one.
And Ty Woodward made the tackle.
Good call by the Mavericks. They need to do something here defensively to spark this defense. There's a look at Price right there in the middle of your screen, and just having a heck of a season, having a heck of a career. I know a lot of the HCC coaches are glad that they don't have to face him anymore because they're in 5A, and most of the actually all the HCC teams are in 6A.
That's a completed pass to Wrigley Baumgardner, and pushed out of bounds by Keontae Moten. So it'll be 3rd down and 5 after a gain of 7. Long count. Murphy barking him out. Firing, man wide open, and that's Trey Firestone, his favorite receiver. Good enough for a 1st down. Tackled on the play by Aaron Salazar, but the Eagles come through, Todd.
Well, watch Murphy and watch the protection. Look at that good offensive line, good camera angles for our guys, and then just throws it to Firestone and wrestled out of bounds by Salazar, but Firestone having a career night tonight. All starts up front. Offensive line doesn't get nearly enough credit. There's a fumble.
Fumble, and I believe, well, it's still loose. It's still loose. McCutcheon may have recovered. And McCutcheon did recover.
Wow. So that, coming in tonight, they only had lost 2 fumbles the entire season. They've lost 2 tonight. Take a look at the replay right here. And it was just a bad snap. It looked like it went between Bankert and Murphy on that one, and it hit off Bankert's right shoulder pad, ricochets off, and McCutcheon is right there for the fumble recovery. And that's their first fumble recovery, actually 2nd fumble recovery on the season, Howard, and both of them coming tonight.
And that was a very high snap that was off to the right as well, the right of the quarterback. And so McCutcheon with excellent field position at its own 38-yard line. Smith pitching out, it's a double reverse, and they're looking to throw, and that's Little throwing and incomplete.
They're going to call pass interference.
It was Owen Smith, the quarterback. There he is. He was the intended receiver.
Yeah, it was a throwback to the quarterback. I always love that play, but it was well covered. Zionsville had it sniffed out the entire time, but, Smith was trying to get back to catch that ball, but take a look at the replay right here. Cameron Little throws the ball up, and Little's trying to get back. Owen Smith trying to get back, and George Quandary was not allowing that to happen, and the officials were right there and threw the flag.
And in high school football, it's a penalty, not like the NFL where it's at the spot of the infraction on pass interference.
Yeah, and so that's a hard play by Quandary out there because the ball was underthrown, and Smith is just trying to go get it, and Quandary just wasn't going to let him go get it. So it's a tough call.
Smith's pass is complete to Jaden Lawrence, and a nice pickup out of bounds at the far sideline. Steel-coated floors of Indiana transforms concrete floors into gorgeous, decorative, and fully protected floors at an affordable price, and they offer a lifetime warranty on all garage installations. Steel's-coated floors of Indiana.
Well, McCutcheon can move the football, that's for sure. I mean, Zionsville, I guess, like we mentioned, gives up an average of 29 points per game. So they have, offensives have scored some points on the board for sure against them. There's a nice another completion.
It is a completed pass to Cameron Little. He was in bounds. I was wondering about that, but he was in bounds.
Yeah, I know when Smith backpedaled, and that's always a no-no for a quarterback. And a lot of times when you're doing that, you're throwing that ball away. But that time he found Cameron Little on the left sideline for a nice gain for the Mavericks.
Smith will bark him out.
3 wide receivers to the right. Watch this. Watch play a lot of cross routes. And there it is. Oh.
And it's incomplete. It was incomplete. It was intended for Brody Fine. Was knocked away from him by Luke Pinola. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Just a little quick hitter to Brody Fine. He was open, and that's the second pass that was, catchable from Brody Fine's standpoint. So you got to make those plays, especially when you're deep into Zionsville territory as they are right now, which they've been several times tonight. So you've got to capitalize on these mistakes that Zionsville has been shooting themselves in the foot offensively. It's 3 fumbles that Zionsville's had, and they've lost 2 of them.
On 3rd and 3, that's a completed pass. And completed pass to Logan Marcel. And he's brought down out of bounds by Otto Kyler. And it's good enough for McCutcheon first down.
There's Kyler right there, number 44. Called his name a lot this season. Like I said, leading tackler for the Eagles. 5 tackles for a loss, 1 interception, over 90 tackles. It's time for this Zionsville defense to step up here and protect this scoreless game for McCutcheon, the shutout.
Smith, he's in big trouble, and he throws it away.
That's going to be intentional grounding. It's got to be.
Guy who was applying the pressure was Connor Milliner.
I mean, they're going to say that Little was in the area, but he was about 15 or 20 yards away from that ball. Obviously, Smith was just trying to get rid of it. Good pressure by the Eagles. Smith running for his life and threw the ball away. The official, no call.
And it's second down. And that's deflected. Isn't that an incomplete pass? Well, he's running it back. Being run back there by Connor Milliner. I guess it's a touchdown. I thought it was an incomplete pass.
And it looked like an incomplete pass, but they called it a fumble on the field. But the officials are coming down here. They might be talking about this because it looked to me like that was a pass.
Oh, I thought so.
But Connor Milliner picks up a touchdown for that young man as it stands right now. Let's see if it stands.
Did they hit him as he was trying?
Let's take a look at that replay. Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling will tell us. Right here, Owen Smith throws the ball. The ball was tipped. Yeah, I mean, it went backwards, but he threw a forward pass.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So that's
too.
an incomplete pass. I'm surprised that they're waiting this long unless the other officials didn't see it. I mean, the referee was right there, although I don't know that he was actually watching that part of the play. So a little bit of a discussion, and
they're going to bring it back.
Yeah, they're going to bring it. That's the right call.
Yeah, it was an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and that's a good job by the officiating crew. The guys who were trailing, the ones who were basically on the 10-yard line in the end zone, were the ones who were coming up to the back judges and things like that to come up to look at the situation and talk to the head referee Terry Adams. So good job by the officials to get the play right.
Zionsville Eye Care provides state-of-the-art technology at their new office, recently awarded Envision Magazine Award for Optical Retailer of the Year. Patients will find the new office a relaxed and professional environment. Zionsville Eye Care experts are focused on you.
But good job by Connor Milliner to just run with the football, because that's what they teach. Sometimes the officials miss it. They're human, right? We don't have instant replay. So good job by Connor Milliner to run, although he's probably tired when he comes right back on the field. That was a heck of a run by that young man. 3rd and long here for the Mavericks.
Owen Smith. And it's intercepted. Intercepted by George Quandy.
That's his 3rd interception of the season, and that one he just fought for. He beat the receiver to the spot. Watch right here, Owen Smith under a little bit of pressure, gets it at, and Quandy. Look at Quandy beat the receiver, Jaden Lawrence, to the spot to pick up his 3rd interception of the season. And Zionsville holds yet again with McCutcheon deep into Zionsville territory. It's the 3rd time they've been relatively deep into Zionsville's territory, and they've come away with 0 points. And now there's a flag down. Might be delay of the game on the Eagles. Yeah. Sideline warning. There's coaches coming out onto the field. They've been cracking down on that a lot more. So now the Eagles get it back deep in their own territory.
With plenty of time left in the second quarter, 7:59.
Here comes McCutcheon.
Yeah, I thought they were blitzing. Hold everything.
It might have jumped. It might have been a false start. Yep, false start.
And it'll be 1st and 15. Vince Morellis, our fine spotter and statistician. He's a Lafayette Jeff graduate.
We won't hold that against him.
That's awfully nice of you, Todd. I'm sure he appreciates that.
Lafayette Jeff beat this McCutcheon team 62-21.
Been to Lafayette Jeff for basketball many times, semi-state.
Ooh,
and
that's a targeting call right there.
Penalty marker down after the completed pass to Wrigley Baumgartner.
He led with his helmet. It's a no-no. The official was right there. Good call by the official. And you don't want to do that. It's Concussionville with Baumgartner with very vulnerable wide receiver catching it over there on the right sideline, and they're going to call that every time. To protect the players. You don't want to lead for the defense as well as the offense. You don't want to lead with your helmet.
There it is, personal foul.
You know, it's interesting when you watch, take a look at the replay right here. Watch Baumgartner catch the ball, very quick throw from Murphy on the right sideline. And he goes up the field, and then watch right there.
Ooh, that's vicious.
Yeah, you just cannot do that. It's Jaden Shackelford. Good catch by our camera crew, that's for sure. Here's a loss by Price.
You know, one of the interesting things, and Jaden Shackelford made the tackle, one of the interesting things so far is that Price has not had the phenomenal game that we thought he would have, and Zionsville nonetheless is still ahead 21-0.
Yeah, they've been very effective throwing the football, and it all starts on that offensive line. Not sure that Abney or Murphy has been touched much. Here's Price here.
Let's see what he's got an opening, and there he goes.
I think he heard you, Howard.
He might have bumped out of bounds finally by Shackelford at the near sideline.
That's a big run for Price. As you mentioned, kind of, caged a little bit. He's been getting 5-6 yards, but watch it right here. It's just a nice read option. Watch him read his blocks. Look at his vision. And watch him right here, lower his shoulder. You know he's going to get hit. He just lowers his shoulder and go out of bounds and make sure that Shackelford is the one who takes the brunt of that.
He had rushed for 1,153 yards coming into the game, and also, Todd, had caught 29 passes.
Yeah. They like to put the ball in his hands as much as they possibly can. As I mentioned, if they're going to go anywhere in the playoffs, Price is going to have to do a lot. Here's Murphy now with a nice run.
He kept it himself and tackled on the play by Shackelford again, Jaden Shackelford.
Zionsville with this back and forth quarterback, Abney and Murphy. Again, Abney started the season. Murphy's played a lot of that. I believe it's because Abney was hurt for a couple games, but
Murphy,
back now.
Pass complete to Baumgartner, and a nice pickup there down to the 16-yard line.
One of the things Zionsville's doing is breaking a lot of tackles. Very few times tonight so far have McCutcheon tackled Zionsville in the very first impact. It's usually taken one or two other guys to make those tackles. And so Zionsville's breaking those tackles. So McCutcheon's got to do a better job of using the fundamentals of tackling than they're doing tonight.
Aaron Salazar made the last tackle. 2nd down and 1, looking into the end zone. Wide open, touchdown. Luke Murphy with a pass to Trey Firestone. Firestone again with a touchdown reception, and it's 27-0 Eagles.
Number 4 touchdowns tonight for Firestone, 8 on the season. Wow, what a career night. And it's not even the end of the second quarter yet. Young man's looking, man, what happened tonight? Did I eat some Wheaties before the game or something?
Oh, you got a new sponsor there tonight?
It may be.
Wheaties. H.A. Vinatieri for the extra point. 3 of 3 tonight, 32 of 35 this season. And his kick is good. This second quarter is brought to you by Zionsville Eye Care, focused on you. The score is Zionsville 28, McCutcheon nothing on the high school football game of the week on TV 40. This quarter is brought to you by Zionsville Eye Care, focused on you, and it's not going to be Vinatieri this time kicking off. It's going to be Lucas Lodix instead, with a score 28-0. There he is, number 38.
He's a senior. He's had some kicks this year, and so give him an opportunity to kick the ball, and it's a nice kick.
Line drive kick that is taken by Jack Moreland at the 4, across the 20, and hit hard at the 22-yard line. Dr. Gary Walton has been my dentist for over 25 years. He's a proud Zionsville resident, a Pike graduate. He's an outstanding dentist. He can provide solutions for headaches using TechScan computer technology. Dr. Walton also provides solutions for snoring cessation. Call for an appointment. He's at 9002 North Meridian. Call 317-574-1138. And his fine hygienist, Crystal, always cleans my teeth there. That's Dr. Gary Walton. So here we go. McCutcheon down 28-0. And you know, Todd, I thought they might just run all over him, but it's been the big plays that have been the difference in this game. And that's, that could have been a pick six and a touchdown. But it is a completed pass to Cameron Little. And the man who was right there was Christian Barth to make the tackle.
Well, they've ran that play quite a bit, and Zionsville is reading it from the very get-go, and they're seeing it a lot before it even develops. As it's developing, they're seeing it and reading it. And so when you can't run the football, you throw those bubble screens as a mock of an opportunity to run the football. It's just another way to run the football. And you do it so many times, the defense is right on top of it. It's going to be hard to gain. Right there, they lost 4 yards on the play. So 2nd and 14 now.
And a fumble and a loose football. It's recovered, though, by McCutcheon. Recovered by Connor Gertzen.
Yeah, take a look at the replay here, and just gave it to Gertzen, and he had it right on his hip, and he just recovered his own fumble. But it looked like it was a pretty good exchange between Smith and Gertzen, and Gertzen just couldn't hold on to it. Now you have 3rd and 465. So,
or could you say 65? Because we're close to that in Zionsville. The Zionsville exit on I-65.
This might be a pooch punt.
Well, it's 3rd down, and it's incomplete, intended for Jaden Lawrence. And coverage on the play by Cameron Mullins. So here's a 4th down. And they'll be forced to punt again. Keaton Crum, averaging 37 yards a punt, is standing in his own end zone. See if he gets a good snap. Zionsville ahead 28-0. Oh, it's a low snap, and they almost blocked it. What a kick that was.
Wow, nice catch by Price.
What a kick, and Colin Price with a fair catch at the 45-yard line. Hoosier Village in Zionsville, the premier retirement community in central Indiana, supporting all levels of care. Hoosier Village, a nonprofit, offers beautiful new independent and assisted living apartments to tour. Learn more about everything Hoosier Village has to offer. Visit HoosierVillage.com. So Zionsville will have good field position, came so close to blocking that punt.
They've had several of those tonight. One of them, they ran into the kicker, had a personal foul, and gave McCutcheon second life, but McCutcheon couldn't capitalize on it. Now Zionsville has the ball back. Here comes McCutcheon.
And it's almost intercepted. He had his man out there, almost intercepted by Keontae Moten.
Yep,
So it's second down and 10.
Yeah, it was good coverage by the Mavericks on that one. Abney was trying to hit Molif over there on the right sideline, and good coverage by McCutcheon. They read it perfectly, actually knocked it away.
Abney throwing deep. Man is out there. It's caught. Caught by Wrigley Baumgartner. And he was tackled by Jaden Shackelford, but what a play. And again, Todd Mello, it's the big play for the Eagles.
Yeah, watch how much time Abney has to throw this football. I mean, they picked up the blitz, Bankert did, and then delivered it to Baumgartner down the middle of the field, and Zionsville has the ball deep in McCutcheon territory yet again. And here's Bankert.
There's a fine run by Gage Bankert. And he's tackled on the play by Derek Pete, but an excellent run by Bankert. The tailback, 5'8", 168-pound senior.
Yeah, take a look at Bankert right here. We've seen him quite a few, over 200 yards rushing coming into the night, but good blocking on the offensive line. They sealed the edge there, and Bankert takes on a couple of tacklers and runs over Gunnar Hartwig, his blocker. But now Zionsville has it deep in the territory, and here's a touch. I thought Bankert had it. No, Abney keeps it. Touchdown.
Abney kept the football. There was confusion who had it. Abney did. And another Eagles touchdown, and it's 34-0 Zionsville.
That's Abney's 4th rushing touchdown of the season. And Zionsville is rolling offensively. Everything they're doing is working, with the exception of when they fumbled themselves. Good fake that time to Bankert, and Abney keeps it. And good blocking downfield by the wide receivers, including Gunnar Hartwig, and Abney takes it in for his 4th touchdown of the season.
Here's A.J. Vinatieri for the extra point. And the kick is good. It's Zionsville ahead, 35-0. This second quarter brought to you by Zionsville Eye Care. Focused on you. The Eagles 35, the Mavericks nothing on the high school football game of the week on TV 40. And Zionsville Eye Care sponsoring the second quarter. Focused on you. Experts focused on you. Todd Mello, Zionsville ahead 35-0. Are you surprised at what you've seen?
Well, I figured Zionsville would score a lot of points, but 35 in the, with 3:31 to go in the second quarter, yeah, it surprised me that they're up by 5 touchdowns for sure. But I knew Zionsville was going to be explosive offensively. This is our 3rd time seeing them. But, McCutcheon's had some opportunities. They just haven't capitalized on them. They've got to try to get something on the board here on this drive.
Lucas Logan's kick is a touchback into the end zone. So it'll be a 1st and 10. Now, if this maintains, if Zionsville maintains a 35-point lead as we begin the third quarter, we'll have a running clock. It does not happen in the first half, though.
One thing McCutcheon has not had is a long, sustained drive, and they're going to have to do it here with the ball at their own 20-yard line. And unless they can get a big play.
You're down 35-0 late in the second quarter.
Not sure what's 2 seconds on the play clock, and they get it off.
And they go nowhere. Logan Marcel, the ball carrier, and he's tackled by Connor Milliner and Sebastian Ramirez.
Yeah, good pursuit by the Eagles. They've been doing that all night. The defense has been very stout. The offense has left them in precarious situations on a couple of occasions, but the defense has stepped up to the challenge. They've had an interception, and they've had some stoppage on downs, and the defense for Zionsville's surely stepped up tonight. They're trying to protect that shutout.
Here's 2nd down and 10. No gain on the first play. That's a completed pass to Cameron Little. Goes out of bounds. And he got about 6. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Christian Barr thought he had an interception. He went for it, number 4 for Zionsville. He went for the interception, but Cameron Little came up with the nice catch to pick up some yardage. Sets up a short third down for the Mavericks.
3rd and 4. Let's see what Owen Smith does. And they got the first down. A completed pass to Jaden Lawrence, and he crossed the 30 to about the 31-yard line. Good enough for a first down for the Mavericks.
Yeah, again, throwing that bubble screen over there on the left side. They've done that play quite a bit on both sides of the offense, and that time Lawrence was able to catch the ball and get enough yards for the first down. So it's good job by McCutcheon. Again, they're going to have a long, sustained drive here with 2:39 to play. There's offsides by Zionsville.
And the penalty will be marked off. Todd Mello called it right on the nose. The Eagles penalized 5 yards. It'll be a 1st and 5.
Now, we saw that last week in that Cathedral and Center Grove game where there were a lot of offside calls, a lot of legal false start calls and things. You don't want to be doing that into the playoffs in the 9th and 10th week of the season, which it was last week the 9th, and now this is the 10th week of the season. You just don't want to be doing that. Those are silly mistakes. Watch the ball. You've been preached to that since early on in the season, even in July during team camps.
Oh, it's a double reverse and a loss. The ball carrier was Cameron Little, and a terrific defensive play who smelled it out, Connor Milliner.
Yeah, Connor Milliner, that's his 5th tackle for a loss of the season. That young man's had a good year, 6'2", 217-pound senior. There he is in the middle of your screen, 27. He's the one who actually returned the would-be fumble. That didn't end up being a fumble, incomplete pass all the way. So he's been busy tonight.
Here's a 3rd and 6 from the 35-yard line. Under 2 minutes left in the half. And it's incomplete. The pass intended for Jaden Lawrence, thrown very high in the air, and I mean Owen Smith had pressure on him.
He did, and when you're rolling to your right, at some point you've got to square your shoulders up. That time Owen Smith just threw it a little bit too far to the right, and Jaden Lawrence, no way he was going to catch that far out of bounds. So another long 3rd down for the Mavericks.
I think it's 4th down, isn't it? It's 3rd. Okay, so it's 3rd down and 6. Oh, he dropped it. It would have been shy of the first down, but Logan Marcel could not hang on.
Will Sorg over there was covering for the Eagles, and looked like that time Marcel saw Sorg for the before he could catch it. So another 4th down for the Mavericks here.
So McCutcheon will be punting, 4th and 6.
Nice high kick.
That it is. Fair catch. Taken 4 by Price.
That was a safe time.
Zionsville ahead, 35-0.
They've only thrown it to Price, I think, one time tonight out of the backfield. So might look for a screen pass or something to start this drive with you at the 27-yard line. And if you get something there, a pretty big play, then you can look at, and you do have 3 timeouts, but then you can look at, potentially going down the field with a little bit more, throws down the field, but you might be throwing something a little bit more conservative to start this first drive, this first playoff. Yep, there it is.
And is that a lateral? Anyway, it's caught. It doesn't matter. It might have been a lateral, actually, to Gage Bankert from Christian Abney back in there at quarterback.
Yeah, take a look at the replay here. Abney We get the ball and just throws it on a quick screen, a quick swing pass to Bankert. If he throws that ball not so high and he throws it in stride, Bankert has an opportunity to turn it upfield. But that time he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, which I think he maybe lost a yard. And here's another loss. Wow, that's a good tackle over there.
He upended him.
Yeah.
That was Bankert again, the ball carrier.
Yeah,
and that
Derek
fine
Pete.
tackle by Derek Pete.
Yeah, that's a really good tackle for a loss of 2. Now you're at 50 seconds, and you know if you're Coach Scott Turnquist here, you know you got 3rd and 13, and he's letting the play clock run. I don't know that he's gonna. I mean, he's got to run a play because there's only 18 seconds to go. So we'll see what he does here, but I don't think he's gonna in any hurry. And that's what you do on first down. You try to pick up some yards. You see what you've got. Second down, you lost a couple. Now you're at 3rd and 13. What's the point? You're up 35-0. Just run the clock out and be happy with that lead.
And they do put it on the ground exactly as you predicted. And spinning down Gage Bankert was number 53, Mike Henry. And that will in all likelihood be the last play of the second quarter. One dominated by Zionsville on the Indiana Members Credit Union scoreboard. Zionsville 35, McCutcheon nothing. This quarter has been brought to you by Zionsville Eye Care, a regional leader in adult and pediatric vision care for 40 years. Zionsville Eye Care focused on you. At the half, Eagles 35, Mavericks nothing on the high school football game of the week on TV 40.
Welcome back to Zionsville High School. Tonight's halftime is brought to you by Urban Air Adventure Park in Noblesville, Indiana. Let the kids fly. Go to urbanairnoblesville.com to reserve your spot today. Let's take a look at the first half highlights. All Zionsville, 35-0. It got started with Luke Murphy on a touchdown pass to Trey Firestone. Watch him look back to make sure there aren't any flags and there aren't any defenders all around him, looking all the way, and as the water sprays up from his cleats. Nice touchdown pass to Firestone. He'll have 4 of those tonight. And then Christian Abney with good protection up front. Throws it again to Firestone, wide open, catches on the left side, and then spins into the end zone for a second touchdown of the night. And then watch Abney again to Firestone in double coverage. Good protection again between 2 defenders. I'm not sure how he got that, but a heck of an effort by Firestone to pick up his 3rd touchdown of the night. Very exciting. And then watch George Quandy pick up his 3rd interception. He beat the receiver to the inside route, picks up his 3rd interception of the season. And then Abney right here with the fake to Bankert. He'll get outside and then go back inside. Good blocking downfield by the wide receivers. His 4th rushing touchdown of the season, and it's been all Zionsville. Firestone picked up another touchdown reception, his 4th of the night. 117 yards rushing for Zionsville, 265 yards passing, 11 yards rushing for McCutcheon, 66 yards on the through the air, 77 total yards for McCutcheon, 382 for Zionsville. They've almost doubled them on first downs, 3 of 10 on 3rd down conversions for McCutcheon. Only 1 of 3 for Zionsville, but they haven't had a lot of 3rd down conversions because of the big plays. They've had 2 turnovers for Zionsville. Otherwise, this score is probably a little bit more lopsided than it is. And 4 penalties for 40 yards. I know Coach Turnquist can't be happy with those 4 penalties. 2 for McCutcheon. 35-0 in round 1 of the Indiana High School Football Playoffs. Tonight's halftime is brought to you by Urban Air Adventure Park in Noblesville, Indiana. Let the kids fly. Go to urbanairnoblesville.com to reserve your spot today. When we return, McCutcheon will have the football with a running clock. 35-0 on WHMB TV 40 Sports.
And tonight's 3rd quarter brought to you by Steel Coated Floors of Indiana. Zionsville-based and family-owned and operated, we would love to make your concrete floors the envy of all your friends. So here we go, Todd Mello, and as you mentioned, we will have a running clock with Zionsville ahead 35-0.
Yeah, you know, at this point, Howard, you just, if you're McCutcheon, you want to get something on the board. You don't want to be embarrassed here in this situation. So, and it's a good opportunity for some of these young players to play, and good opportunity for Zionsville as they go into next week when they get a chance to play Lafayette Harrison here at home. Lafayette Harrison, a very good team, so Zionsville get an opportunity to play some of their backups, in the second half and get them some good playoff experience and see what happens. So, but in the meantime, we've got, a second half to play here, and hopefully McCutcheon can get something going offensively.
A.J. Vinatieri kicks it into the end zone for a touchback. We want to thank Papa John's in Zionsville, 1219 West Oak Street, for feeding our crew tonight. Papa John's is hiring at all locations. Go to papajohns.com/career and apply today. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. And that pass is caught. Wow, it's caught by Brody Fine.
Nice catch by Brody Fine. 6'3", 220 pounds, and he used all of it here. Take a look at this replay. Owen Smith rolling to his left again, squares his shoulders and throws it up. It's a 50-50 ball, and Fine comes down with it. His 9th or 10th reception of the season. That's a nice play by the Mavericks. That's how you start the third quarter.
And what a play. What'd they get, 36 yards? I believe so. 36-yard completed pass. Smith looking, throwing, and it is intercepted, deflected and intercepted. Intercepted by Zionsville's Ethan Krause.
Aiden Crine.
Oh, they're two number 18s.
Yep,
okay, It's Aiden Crine. You're right.
Yeah, Aiden Crine, the free safety, 6'5", 233 pounds. It's his first interception of the season. Take a look at it right here. Just throwing it, the ball ricochets, and Crine's right there and says, "Thank you very much." Look how big that guy is. And then has a nice return. But watch this hit right here by 76 or 75 right there. Man, good play by McCutcheon, but not before Crine picks up his first interception of the season, and Zionsville has good field position yet again.
Indiana Members Credit Union, a proud sponsor of high school sports on WHMB TV 40. Indiana Members Credit Union. There he goes, right up the middle, and they got the jersey. No, he got away. What a run. And what a run by Gage Bankert. And finally brought down by Aaron Salazar and Connor Gertson.
Watch Bankert, looks like a rocket just in the right through the hole. Just hits that hole really hard, and McCutcheon's holding on for dear life, but Bankert just ends up running over a couple of Maverick players, and he didn't get a whole lot of opportunities. Over 200 yards rushing for that young man this season, but when you don't get a whole lot of opportunities with Price in the backfield, you're going to take advantage of it, and that time Gage did.
So a first down from inside the 15-yard line. There he is again, and he's down to the 6, maybe the 5, where he's tackled by Jaden Shackelford.
Yeah, Bankert's determined to get into that end zone. I don't think he's coming out. He has not scored a rushing touchdown yet this season. Actually, he hasn't scored any touchdowns this season. He's a senior, so it's a good opportunity for Bankert to get his first touchdown of the year.
And the clock is running, and we have a running clock. 8:13 to go, third quarter. And there's Bankert again. Inside the 5, Zionsville Eye Care, a full-service primary care provider offering the latest disease treatment, glasses, and contact lenses. Zionsville Eye Care now offering myopia management for children with progressing nearsightedness. Call to schedule a consultation about options for your child's worsening vision. Zionsville Eye Care experts focused on you.
Well, Bankert picked up the first down, so now it's 1st and goal for the Eagles.
1st and goal to go. There's Bankert. He's going to get in there. Touchdown, Zionsville.
First touchdown of the season, Howard. Got to love that for him, that young man. Worked hard this season, the senior. Take a look at it. Now he had the majority of the carries on this drive. Murphy's just going to give it to Bankert. Bankert follows his blocks, runs over one of the defenders there at Shackelford into the end zone for the first touchdown of his senior year.
And now the extra point. And it's going to be Lucas Lodix for it. AJ Vinatieri has kicked the other extra points. And Lodix's kick is good. This quarter is brought to you by Steel Coated Floors of Indiana. Text or call 317-732-5201 and mention Zionsville football to receive a $300 discount on your floor. Zionsville 42, McCutcheon nothing on the high school football game of the week on TV 40. And welcome back. This third quarter brought to you by Steel Coated Floors of Indiana. Zionsville ahead 42-0. And we have a running clock, however, it does stop during timeouts. Does not stop between plays. Lucas Lodix kicking off.
Cathedral's up 42-0 on Terre Haute North.
Okay.
They're in 5A as well.
That kick is fumbled at the 10. And it's given back to number 10, Gentry Oliver. And McCutcheon will start 1st and 10. Our dogs, Yogi, Sonny, and Lucy, get all of their food from Platinum Paws. Platinum Paws has an extensive selection of healthy, holistic pet foods. When it comes to nutrition for pets, Proprietor BC is the best. Any health challenge your dog might have, BC is the man to see. Platinum Paws, 98th and Michigan Road in Carmel. Check them out on Facebook.
West Lafayette 14, Brebeuf 10, second quarter.
That game's at Brebeuf, I believe.
Cairn Catholic 21, Hamilton Heights 6.
And he's going to be thrown for a loss. Owen Smith thrown for a loss. And big number 99, Cho Doe made the stop, 6 feet, 277 pounds.
Yeah, take a look at the Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling replay. It's going to get good penetration, and Smith's going to be taken down. Nice job by Cho Doe. That's his first, his first sack of the season. His third tackle for a loss. Look at Owen Smith.
6'1", 170-pound sophomore. Coming into the game, he had thrown 3 TD passes and 4 interceptions this year. It's been a challenging season to say the least, and that's almost intercepted off the hands of Jaden Lawrence. Challenging season for the Mavericks.
Yeah, we were talking to Coach Ken Frohire, and he was just talking about how this has been an unusual season. And so, it's just been tough on McCutcheon, that's for sure. Had a tough year last year. This game was supposed to be played last year and ended up getting forfeited. And Zionsville didn't end up having to play the first week of the season, or first week of the playoffs, I should say. So now Zionsville will take on Lafayette Harrison.
And that pass is incomplete. Old Man Winter will soon be here. Have you scheduled your annual heating maintenance appointment? Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has a winter tune-up special for $69. Visit summersphc.com and learn more about Summers specials and be guaranteed your family will stay warm this winter.
Tipton leads Blackford 35-6. LaPel 27, Frankton 6, halftime. Cecina leads Heritage Christian 20-0 at halftime. Wow, that's a surprise.
And there's Keaton Crumb's punt, and he's a good punter. And it takes a good McCutcheon bounce, and will be down at the 45-yard line. This quarter brought to you by Steel Coated Floors of Indiana. Text or call 317-732-5201 and mention Zionsville football to receive a $300 discount on your floor. The score, Zionsville 42, McCutcheon nothing on the high school football game of the week on TV 40. Zionsville ahead 42-0. And a first down for the Eagles.
Good opportunity for some of these Eagle players, these younger guys, to get in, get some good playoff action here.
And there's a fine run by Gage Banker. He's tackled on the play by Keontae Moten, but a first down.
That was actually Hanson Henshaw was the ball carrier on that
It
one.
was 24, not 21. It was Henshaw.
Junior running back, 5'9", 184 pounds.
Not listed on 2 deep.
Yeah, I think we're into 4 and 5 deep now.
I think you're right.
Some of the freshmen are going to get a chance to play for the Eagles, which is good.
And that's Henshaw again, and we will tell you Hoosier Village in Zionsville is the premier retirement community in central Indiana, supporting all levels of care. Hoosier Village, a nonprofit, offers beautiful new independent and assisted living apartments to tour. Learn more about everything Hoosier Village has to offer. Visit HoosierVillage.com. So we are late in the third quarter, playing with a running clock. Zionsville ahead 42-0. Here
comes the blitz.
And Lauer Kawhi is now in at quarterback.
There's another run by Hanson. Nice tough run, and picks up a first down for Mr. Hanson.
Under a minute left in the third quarter. Zionsville ahead 42-0. Led 35-0 at the half. Zionsville coming in 4 and 5, all 5 of those losses to 6A teams. They play a tough schedule, and it certainly prepares them well for the tournament, Todd.
It does, absolutely. And next week they'll be here against Lafayette Harrison. So good opportunity for the Eagles to stay home.
And a completed pass. A completed pass to Zionsville's Ethan Kraus.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play.
Well, that stops the clock. So the clock stops on the flag.
It's a face mask on McCutcheon.
Seven seconds left in the third quarter. And with 7 seconds left, we have a delay of some kind. I'm not sure what. Oh, they got to reset the clock. That's what it's about, which is really critical at this juncture. They set it to 11.5 seconds. That's really good to see. And now we will resume.
They don't have to run a play either, so.
It was really important they did that.
Yeah, I think they're going to just wait till the fourth quarter starts.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Quarter has been brought to you by Steel Coated Floors of Indiana. Transform concrete floors into gorgeous, decorative, and fully protected floors at an affordable price. Zionsville 42, McCutcheon nothing on the high school football game of the week on TV 40. Tonight's fourth quarter is brought to you by Round Tripper Baseball Academy, boasting 3 decades of training ball players from T-ball to the major leagues. Visit roundtripper.com to sign up for fall and winter classes. Here we go on the first play of the fourth quarter. The ball carrier was Henshaw, and he's tackled on the play by Derek Peet.
There's a look at Hanson Henshaw and Lauer Kawhi, as well as number 86, Grayson Deutschel. We'll go with that.
Opening moment of the fourth quarter. I'm proud to say Dr. Gary Walton's been my dentist for more than 25 years. He specializes in cosmetic and mercury-free dentistry. Also provides solutions for headaches using TechScan computer technology. Crystal is my hygienist there. Dr. Walton is terrific. He is a Zionsville resident, a Pike graduate. You can reach him at 317-574-1138 for an appointment. The address, 9002 North Meridian, 91st and Meridian. Dr. Gary Walton, terrific dentist who lives in Zionsville, and his practice is in the north side of Indianapolis. So it is 1st and 5. Kawhi barks him out, handing off to Hinshaw, and he's going to be tackled. And the man who led the charge, well,
must be a
number
freshman.
57, but he's not on our roster.
I'm assuming that's a freshman. The freshmen traditionally aren't on the roster unless they're playing. Well, Hinshaw would like to pick up his first touchdown of the season, that's for sure. Some of these guys probably haven't scored, so good opportunity for them to get on the first week of the playoffs and get a chance to score.
Zionsville led 35-0 at the half. Now it's 42-0. Quarterback keeps it, and Kawhi is inside the 10. He's standing straight up. He's going to be brought down to close to about the 6.
Good gang tackling by the Mavericks.
And others gets it down near the 5, to the 5.
Close to the 5-yard line.
3rd and short.
And Aaron Salazar made the tackle. Under 10 minutes to go, running clock in this second half. And the Eagles obviously in no hurry. They led 35-0 at the half.
2 seconds on the play clock. Man, he got it off.
That's Hinshaw to about the 5. Old Man Winter will soon be here. Have you scheduled your annual heating maintenance appointment? Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has a winter tune-up special for $69. Visit summersphc.com and learn more about summer specials and be guaranteed your family will stay warm this winter. And a special thanks to the terrific athletic director here at Zionsville High School, Greg Shellhouse, for all his hospitality. His uncle Dave, a Purdue man, a terrific basketball player, played in the NBA, taken by the Chicago Bulls in the draft when they were an expansion team in 1966.
Good opportunity here for the Eagles to try their field goal unit.
And that's a new kicker here. It's not Vinatieri, it's not Lodix, it is number 49, and we don't have him on the roster. In any event, we'll pause for these words. This fourth quarter is brought to you by Round Tripper Baseball Academy, now housing the newest technology and best instruction in their expanded 65,000 square foot Westfield facility. Visit roundtripper.com. And that was John Simpfer who was the kicker. We'll pause for these words on the high school football game of the week on TV 40. And this fourth quarter brought to you by Round Tripper Baseball Academy.
John Zimfer gets a chance to kick it here for the Eagles. Senior.
Let's see what he can do.
22-yard field goal.
Angle is to the right. Oh, that's a good kick. And it's through there. And the score is Zionsville 45, McCutcheon nothing. And this quarter brought to you by Round Tripper Baseball Academy. Better facilities, better training. And visit roundtripper.com to sign up for fall and winter classes. Zionsville ahead 45-0 on the high school football game of the week on TV 40. And it's now Zionsville ahead 45-0 this fourth quarter, brought to you by Round Tripper Baseball Academy. Roundtripper.com.
Great facility.
Sure is.
My boys were there a lot.
That's the way times have changed. And hitting lessons, pitching lessons. Didn't have those years ago.
A lot of pros have come out of that facility, that's for sure, here in Central Indiana.
A lot of terrific instruction, too.
Yep. Richmond 26, Shelbyville 21, third quarter. Muncie Central 13, Connersville 7, fourth quarter.
And that kick is going to go into the end zone for a touchback.
Mount Vernon 56, Pendleton Heights 21, third quarter. Greenfield Central 37, Newcastle Zip, fourth quarter.
And that Zionsville kick was by Lucas Lodix. Okay. And he kicks it into the end zone for a touchback. Hoosier Village in Zionsville, the premier retirement community in Central Indiana, supporting all levels of care. Hoosier Village, a nonprofit, offers beautiful new independent and assisted living apartments to tour. Learn more about everything Hoosier Village has to offer. Visit HoosierVillage.com. That pass is out there. Oh, broken up nicely at the last instant. Yes, you're right, it's incomplete because you broke it up. And that's number 89 who did that. And that's Will Liner.
Yeah, watch Liner right here just get his arm in and knock this ball away. Going 50-50 ball, and he takes his left arm and knocks it away and says, incomplete. Oh, we didn't finish it. Incomplete. Nice job. The senior, Will Leinert.
7 minutes left, running clock.
Gotta love these opportunities for some of these guys who don't play a lot to get in here and show what they can do. And it gives them good experience depth-wise in case there's some injuries.
And that's a completed pass to Jaden Lawrence. And the tackle made by Nick Yaki.
Yeah, Lawrence has done that several times tonight. A nice bubble screen. Catches on the right sideline, gets some yardage from McCutcheon. Good opportunity for them to work on some things. And Jaden Lawrence is a senior. This will be his last high school football game. Owen Smith, a sophomore, the quarterback. He'll be back next year.
Some 6 minutes left to go in this one.
Hopefully Coach Ken Froheiger can get his team back on track for next year.
They've had a rough season. Owen Smith, and he gets out of bounds. And we'll tell you that Zionsville Eye Care is a full-service primary care provider offering the latest disease treatment, glasses, and contact lenses. Zionsville Eye Care now offering, let's see what that is, LIPIF-LOW, thermal pulsation treatments for those suffering from evaporative dry eye. Zionsville Eye Care experts are focused on you. Lipiflow.
Oh, wow, Smith got hit just as he threw the ball. That was a nice throw, though, but he does get up, which is good. They had good pressure on him, Zionsville did, that's for sure.
It was intended for Jaden Lawrence.
Garin Catholic, 21, Hamilton Heights, 14, fourth quarter. Western Boone, 34, Crawfordsville, 14.
Under 5 minutes to go in this one. Zionsville ahead 45-0. And of course 6A has a bye this week.
Yeah, and a lot of the 5A teams did too, so.
There's a completed pass to Brody Fine. And he's tackled on the play by the Eagles' Nick Yaki.
Fine's had a few receptions tonight. Another senior coming in tonight. He had 8 receptions for 138 yards, picked up a few more receptions tonight, so definitely some good things have happened for McCutcheon. Unfortunately, they're on the wrong side of the scoreboard tonight.
Pump fake. Oh, airing it out. And it's incomplete. It was intended for Cameron Little. And coverage on the play provided by Darren Washington. With 3:55 to go and the clock running. Indiana Members Credit Union is a proud supporter of high school sports on WHMB TV 40. Ron Collier, CEO, Indiana Members Credit Union. Owen Smith firing deep downfield. It's broken up beautifully. The intended receiver was Brody Fine.
Yeah, take a look at Jack Bohr right here. Knock it away. Smith's going to scramble a little bit, rolling to his left, fires back to the right, and Fine just couldn't come up with it. But Jack Bohr on the defense for the Eagles, another senior, getting some work in.
Terrific defensive play there.
Yeah.
3rd down and 10.
Oh, ball tipped.
Oh, it's batted down, incomplete. We want to thank, batted down by number 60, we're told, of Zionsville, and that's Santiago Aguilar. We want to thank the entire TV 40 crew, production manager Jeff Elliott. He's the executive producer as well, director Dave West, and everybody on the TV 40 crew, and our spotter and statistician Vince Morellis in the booth.
So look at Coach Scott Turnquist of the Eagles, played college football at Montana State in his 3rd year here at Zionsville. And, you know, they had a very similar year last year, Howard, and 4-5, exact same record as what they had last year coming into the playoffs, and ended up winning sectional, winning regional, winning semi-state, and going to the state championship game where they lost to an unbelievably talented Cathedral team, 46-28.
Timeout is called. And this quarter is being brought to you by Round Tripper Baseball Academy, now housing the newest technology and best instruction in their expanded 65,000 square foot Westfield facility. Visit roundtripper.com. And the score is Zionsville 45, McCutcheon nothing. This is the high school football game of the week on TV 40. And Zionsville ahead 45-0. Timeout called that stopped the clock. We have a running clock that stops on timeouts and penalties only. And now we're going to get a punt from Reese Dunbar. High kick. And goes out of bounds, and Zionsville will take over and wrap this one up. We want to thank Papa John's Pizza in Zionsville at 1219 West Oak Street for feeding our crew tonight. Papa John's hiring at all locations. Go to papajohns.com/career and apply today. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Astros lead 1-0.
And if they win, they will have won the pennant.
Yep.
It was about the 3rd inning or so.
It is the 3rd inning, bottom of 3rd.
Early. And they're in Houston. So the Eagles will wrap it up now. 1:15 to go, clock running. They'll have a couple of plays, and that'll do it. And they put the ball on the ground. Anderson, the ball carrier. Case Anderson, who's a sophomore tailback. 1 or 2 more plays at the most, I would say, and that'll do it. They'll have this one as they let the clock go down, under a minute to go. So thanks to the entire TV 40 crew, and as we said, Greg Shellhouse and company, Zionsville people, for their hospitality tonight. Always a pleasure to come to Zionsville High School. Up the middle goes Anderson again, and that probably will be the last play of the game. And it's 3rd down, but there's 15 seconds left. There's no need to get another playoff. And that'll do it. Zionsville right from the get-go. This 4th quarter been brought to you by Round Tripper Baseball Academy. Better facilities, better training, better results. Visit roundtripper.com to sign up for fall and winter classes. The final score is Zionsville 45, McCutcheon nothing on the high school football game of the week on TV 40. Once again, that final score is Zionsville 45, McCutcheon nothing. We'll have more sectional action for you. Second round next week right here on TV 40. For Todd Mello, Vince Morelos, Jeff Elliott, Dave West, the entire TV 40 crew, I'm Howard Kellman. Good night, everybody.